American Airlines Flight 5342 departed from Wichita last Wednesday with Kansans on board. This includes Bob and Lori Schrock, a couple from Kiowa. We spoke with a friend of theirs who has known the couple since he was a kid. He described Bob and Lori as avid travelers and were generous to everyone that they encountered.
Just people, you just don't find people like that often. And had a tremendous love for the Lord.
Michael says the Schrock's impact wasn't confined to just Kiowa. They helped out wherever they could go. Another Kansan on that flight, Dustin Miller from El Dorado. He was on his way to New York for a work trip. His sister Kristen sharing some details about her brother, saying Dustin was the funniest guy in the room. He was also the most generous and loving. He had a way of making people feel at home in his presence. And we've heard many stories like that being shared about those on that flight. Over the weekend, dozens of family members of the 67 victims killed in that plane crash gathered for a memorial ceremony at the site where that crash occurred. Charter buses with a police escort brought the families to the banks of the Potomac River, where Reagan National Airport. Family members helped create a memorial of crosses along the bank in honor of those victims, and roses were placed on top. And many schools and universities across the country are taking time to remember those. 20-year-old Grace Maxwell was a junior attending Cedarville University in Ohio, but Kansas was her home. She was visiting town for her grandfather's funeral and was heading back after the services, and her connecting flight was in Washington, D.C. Grace was active in clubs and organizations and was studying mechanical engineering with a minor in biomedical engineering. Last week, Cedarville University's president shared an emotional message during a chapel service.
So we grieve and we're sad, and we don't know why a young, bright, shining star was taken from us way too soon.
And Grace was a bright student and was a part of the campus radio organization and the Creative Writing Club. When we return, we'll tell you how you can help support the families during this time.